Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, I'm solving the spy mission puzzles on Lua. So yeah, it has been a little while since I've made any Warframe videos, but I have been playing it over the weekend, and I managed to get this bad boy I've got on the back of Limbo here. This is the wolf hammer, if you don't know, or the wolf sledge. So as you can see, I am missing a stance mod, which really does lower the mod capacity for this weapon, which doesn't have any forward slots as is, unfortunately. It's quite an interesting weapon. I don't know, I don't think it's as good as the Zor that I made. Anyway, let's carry on. So I've come up with some unusual ways of solving some of these puzzles, and no matter how many of the sort of guides and tutorials I've looked at, I've kind of struggled to get my head around what they're explaining. So what I ended up doing was just trying to figure it out for myself and doing it that way. So the first thing you need is, for this at least, is Limbo. And the main reason is Limbo can pretty much ignore all the laser trip wires, etc., because they don't detect him once you throw him into the void. Useful. I tried on Loki, because he's usually my favourite for spy missions, but for these ones on Lua, yeah, Limbo seems to be the best. So the only thing you really need to do when you've found one of the rooms is make sure there's nothing following you, because the NPC mobs will come in and bugger it up for you. Yes, they will. Right, so for this first one, nothing behind. Leave me alone. Just make sure there's nothing else coming. I've virtually completed the entire puzzle and then have the entire thing ruined because some bloody Grineer or whatever just comes stumbling in and blows it. So, shoot the blue button. Bang. So the first one that kind of bothered me with this is I've seen a lot of people, they will come into this one, use this, put you in the past, I'm guessing, start the training, and then go around and do the entire puzzle. We are not going to do that. We're going to go back in the rift here, because no matter how many times I try, that never seems to work. The only things to watch out for in here that can detect Limbo are the sentinels. So just keep an eye out of them and literally make your way around the whole space. You see one, try and take it out. Okay, we look okay. Bit lower than I wanted to be, but okay, so we're more or less outside that control room again. Then where we're aiming for now, let's just get on this platform, is you see the white kind of root or whatever the hell it is there? We're trying to get up on there. See this curve piece here, this piece of roof or whatever it was that's fallen down? You get to here, you're pretty much there, and then just jump up. Okay, just check around for any sentinels. You can't hold on to that rock, it's electrified. Even with Limbo, you will slide off it and drop, and then you're no longer in the void, so the lasers can detect you and start a timer. So I'm aiming at the stairs directly over there. Over we go. Then we want to get in that gap between where the white root thing is and the ledge there. Okay, then simply jump up again and drop down. Then all you've got to do is solve one of these puzzles. Back in the void. And if you're no good at these, and I know some people really struggle with them, get some ciphers made, because there's a lot of these you still have to do in order to complete the puzzle. There we go. So you can either go back with that, or this one over here where we started. That's the way I've been completing this, instead of trying to hang on to those little blue squares. I seem to keep screwing that one up. So I thought, when the mission failed, I looked for sneaky ways in, like reverse engineered the solution for myself. Now, I don't know, maybe other people have discovered that. I'm guessing they probably have, but I'd not seen it. So there it is. Alright, we're going for B. Okay. Let's make sure we're not going to get any stragglers following us into that. Okay. Right, this one is... which one? Okay, this is about the easiest with Limbo. Simply get on here. Anybody else, you've got to dodge these lasers here. You can kind of ignore them on Limbo. Drop down. There's no hole, so you're safe. Then you go through the void path here. I would turn around to re-void. Otherwise you're going to wind up on the floor. Now with Limbo, for this one, you can. If you're on any other frame, the floor will stagger you. So, and of course you'll set up a trap. Anybody else, you want to jump along these, dodging the lasers. We don't have to with Limbo. He ignores them, they ignore him. Next part, really easy. You just need a little bit of speed, is stand on this to release a door behind that. It also drops the lasers there. You can see it gives you half a chance to get through. The ice floors do not affect Limbo either. And one more of these to solve. The only reason I've gotten any good at these is just doing them. Yay! Bit of free XP for the sledge. Back in the void.
You can't get anything out of it in this state.
There's probably 1,001 ways of doing these puzzles, but you know, these are just the 3 ways I've come up with. You always get the same 3 puzzles in random different orders. A bit like the Cuba Fortress spy mission there. You tend to get the exact same 3 puzzles, however, they can come in any old order. Although the final one's usually always the final one. The other 2 can be in any random order. Okay, we've got some tidying up to do before starting with this one. What you don't want is any of this trash following you into this one especially. It takes the longest to complete in terms of complexity, no matter how you do it. So you don't want any mobs of any kind following you in. Just make sure there's nothing coming behind you, hanging around, or likely to walk up here, because they will come in and they will completely bugger this one up. Yes, they will. Right. This one is easiest to explain if I break it down into a few different stages. Can I just shut up, dear? Right. We start off in the present, run over to this door. There's where we came in, this door. Shoot the button, it opens the door enough. We then use a void and use this console that we see right in front of us. We're now looking at the room as it was in the past. So from here, there's where we entered. You can come across. That is actually a loot room. But we're going here, where it's orange. Unlock this. Okay, let's call that phase 1. So you run in, you shoot, you void backwards, come over, use this, unlock it, and you now have this room. Now, phase 2 involves a little bit of speed. There's a couple of ways you could do this. There is a breakable wall there with a grill on the other side, and where we're trying to go is virtually in a U shape all the way around to the other side over here. but with Limbo, you don't need to worry. You can keep resetting this one if you miss it. So with Limbo, he's unaffected by all these traps, etc. here, as long as I make it through the door into here. Now he could very easily, you can't see from here, I think. Yeah, that's where the other side of that comes out. It just depends which works best for you. Right, next you want to go here. Now with Limbo I can ignore these lasers, but if you don't have Limbo this is going to really be damned hard anyway. Shoot that. We're unaffected by the frozen floors and through. You can see there was a void. I'm just going to go back to show you that again. See, the void is right there. But we need to go back to when the walls are broken. So voiding Limbo. Down. Follow this along. You can go that way and go off exploring, but I didn't find that helped me in any way. Just coming all the way around like so. And because we're voided on Limbo, we can ignore all of these traps. Now then, this is stage 3. So stage 3, you can see you've gotten to this room, we've got a bunch of broken lasers, and you've got this thing going back and forth behind a big door. You want to get on the inside of the door where the rubble is and just walk into it. There we go. And then jump back in the void with Limbo, because as you can see, lasers everywhere for you to fall onto. This brings you into this room. This is the music puzzle room, the kind of Simon Says. You can open this final door by completing it, or you can do it a different way. I'm doing it the different way because I keep screwing the Simon Says up, especially when I've done 20 or 30 of these. So we're going to unlock this door. There we go. Shoot button. That only disables that. Now, this next one is a bit of a game of speed. Don't worry if you get it wrong. You can reset it, come back, and do it again. Now, you've just got to blitz through. With Limbo, this part is actually quite easy. The frost floors don't affect you, and none of the lasers can detect you. So, we need to open the door first. Stand on the circle. Blitz through. If you miss it, there is a door, a platform over to the far side with a teleport to take you back, and you can reset that to do it again. Right, this is the bit that's confusing. We're going to use that button. Has a void in front of it, so when we shoot it, it'll come across, grab that explosive canister and take it back to the future, where everything's a bit crumbled, and it'll deposit it on the floor right there unexploded. So drop this one on. There you go, it's taking it back, and we want to follow it through. You have to reset that again. There we go. Use the void it gives you, and there's our canister. And you see it's made a hole in the wall, and we've avoided the music trap. I find that's easier than doing the music puzzle. You know, your mileage may vary. Okay, we go through this final void here, and we're back in the past, but we're inside this area, and oh, wrong, and we can access the machine. There we go. All 3 puzzles completed. And let's see if I get my melee stance mod. Come on. No. But I've got lots and lots and lots of these. Coiling Viper. Oh well. Not the mod I wanted. Okay, folks. Bye for now.